Welcome back, my gardening friends. Well, the long beans, the Liberty are on the right, and Firestorm on the left, and we've got the others out as well. They're just about getting too long now, so they'll start intertangling with each other. So the weather has improved, so I'll be getting these out, and I'll show you why I use the long cardboard tubes when I plant these. I chip them, pop them into the top of the cardboard rolls, and the roots do travel a long way down and even out the bottom. So I'm going to get a few planted, and I'll bring you back as and when. Now, unfortunately, I've used my plastic bucket. I normally use a cardboard box because getting the first one out is very difficult. And don't water before you take these out. These are nicely damp, but if you water them, the cardboard roll undoes. But you can see there, same as root trainers, you get plenty of good root growth. And I'm selecting the smaller ones that I've got. I only need 8 of each, then the rest can go in the spare wigwam, because the Benchmaster beans haven't taken. Now the Liberty beans, now anybody who watched me actually plant these, I put compost down the sides of the tubes as well, and you can see there how the roots have come out, and they're really white, really healthy. Again, I'll be picking the shorter ones, not necessarily the ones with the best root growth, because they're liable to break in this little bit of wind that we've having. So I've moved all this dry compost from around there, and the soil's pretty good, because we've buried loads of organic material in here. So I'm just going to work my way now. Do it quite easy by hand actually. Just dig down, bring soil. From the first one to the one I've just planted. Those tap roots will love, it's a bit big, will love all that organic material we put in. It just gives them a real good head start. Probably right down to where the organic material is. By the time we've got dug down, soil preparation, as always, helps. Nearly done the full circle. Some people like to use bulb planters, but with the kitchen rolls, it's just that bit more awkward. So hopefully now this will discourage the slugs. It seems to be working everywhere. This is the compost I get off the side of the road. these will soon realise that they can climb up at each individual station. It's just I can't remember which way they go round, but they'll find their own way. And we've got 3 spares which I'll move up to the next one. We've actually broke one stem when I got the first one out, which will probably happen again on the next box. I'll bring you back when I've done. I'll just put in the final misfits, different ones, but this is the stuff from underneath. I'm hoping the sunlight isn't there, but that's it's still really moist underneath, and I think this cocoa coir on the top is really helping. So hopes for my celery yet. These are all the spares. I've had to go into the shade because of the light. Now this is one I damaged earlier, bent the stem, so right at the bottom, so I don't want that. Now if you happen to damage the main stem, don't worry too much, because you'll get new shoots come out the bottom. This is why I have spares. So I wanted 8 for each TP, and I think I did about 12, and the spares have actually gone in the end wigwam. Not too bothered what varieties they are, but I wanted to do the separate wigwams for the varieties that I've got, so that I can save the seed and know roughly what it is. The good thing about using cardboard rolls is that they break down really easy, and that compost will go in the bin as well. No waste. These are the Rolotto beans. Not sure whether I've spelt it right. Somebody will put me right if I haven't. Now, I had these about 4 years ago off Graham from Graham's TV World, and there's the French beans Cobra. I'll be doing successional sowings of those. These are the French bean Pomgo from Bill and Val. Getting lots of mentions just lately. So these now get a label just to say long beans. These are the Starlets and Liberty. Now you might not be able to see, but I've actually scooped a hole out in the middle so I can pour the water in the middle, so the water goes to the bottom, so the roots can go for it there. And it's very, very wet at the moment in that organic stuff. And there's the Firestorm. So the spares, I'll stay there just in case I need them. If not, there's a new allotment here come onto the sites, and new to actually growing on an allotment, so everybody's been helping them out with some plants, so they can stay there for now. And I've got all these are commercial meat trays, so we water from the bottom. These looking a bit better now, and here's the radish that looked really sad, not 100%. These trays, skip find, so I've got 4 of those. We'll have a little look at the other things that we've found. Those little trays were with these. Now I've not seen these before. Let's get in. I don't know if that's helped or not. Now, similar to air pots, but perhaps something you'd have in a garden pond. But where they were found, it looks like it was a fly tip brought into the yard, and the contents suggest that somebody's grew some cannabis plants in them. But if anybody's seen those and the proper use, please share. Now we all do some of us do a bit of skip diving. There's 3 good planks there. There's 2 good lengths of, let's say, 3 metre guttering. And I did notice that Muddy Boots put some air vents in his coal frames. There's mine. And on the back of this chap's truck, he did let me, I just didn't take him off his truck, guys. I've still got to go and have a look, and we're going to have a little look now what some people do throw away. But yeah, there's lots of fittings in there, and those as well, but again, brand new fittings. Lordy lord. I keep collecting because it can always help somebody out, and you're never short of stop ends. You're always wanting a stop end for something around the allotment. So we'll pop home, have a look on the back of this truck, see what we decide to have. Well, instead of skip diving, we're going to be truck diving. Some nice aluminium angle. A little bit of this tubing. Looks like some sort of insulation. Some decent bits of timber there, just need the nails taken out. A roll of piping by the look of it. Could be gas piping. Not sure whether we want any sets. Make some nice plant labels. So I'll have a little look. We may even have a bit of cardboard. Well, I think I might be able to make some use out of these. This is the plastic panelling that's normally used inside, but I might be able to make use of it in the allotment. Electric covers, always need them occasionally when we do a little bit of electrics. The odd bit of pipe, we've seen that insulation. I might be able to use this for the rain guttering water system that I'm going to do. Bit of timber. That might be packed up, but the blade might be okay. Some more nice little plant labels. They'll sit nicely on top of the scaffold planks. Threaded bar with nuts, and might be able to make use of this when I raise my polytunnel in the future. I can use the Enviromesh instead of the panels. And the other day I found a little ratchet strap but no belt. There we go. Well, happily truck diving. Well, thanks guys. Always worth asking, always worth saying to people, if you've got out to throw away, let me have a look first. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.